Number 9. That gut-wrenching fear of being left out. Have you ever stared at your phone, heart pounding, because someone didn't reply to your message? It's like a siren blaring in your head, right? Well, blame it on your inner caveman's emergency broadcast system. Back when humans roamed in tight-knit groups, getting booted from the tribe was basically a one-way ticket to doom. No backup for hunting, no one to guard your spot by the fire, and forget about splitting that juicy roast from the day's catch. Your mind wired itself to freak out at the slightest whiff of rejection, treating it like a life-or-death crisis. Jump 2 now, and this primal panic button is getting triggered by the silliest things like 0 likes on your latest post or a ghosted DM. Your ancient wiring can't distinguish between being ignored in a group chat and being stranded solo in a hostile wilderness. Researchers nailed this down with a clever setup called the cyberball study. They got folks tossing a virtual ball around on screens, and when the system suddenly cut someone out, their brain scans exploded with activity in the pain regions mirroring what happens during actual physical hurt. It's wild. Even a phony digital snub feels like a slap across the face. So, the next time you're spiraling over a seen but unanswered joke you sent, cut yourself some slack. Your brain's convinced it's the end times, like you're about to wither away in isolation. It's overreacting to a pixelated slight as if it's a prehistoric exile. Hilarious in hindsight. But man, it stings in the moment. Number 8. Jumping at shadows your overactive motion detector. You're zoned in at your desk, grinding through emails, when bam, a coworker strolls by, and your pulse skyrockets like you've spotted a ghost. Sound familiar? This isn't you being overly twitchy, it's your evolutionary radar on high alert, designed to spot predators before they pounce. In the old days, any flicker in the corner of your eye could mean a sneaky saber-toothed tiger or a rival hunter creeping up. The quick reactors lived to tell the tale. The chill ones? Not so much, they ended up as someone else's snack. Fast forward to our buzzing world, and this hypersensitive setup is a constant nuisance. That guy from finance heading to grab coffee? Your brain yells danger, like it's a lurking beast. Evolution prioritized speed over smarts here, so your side vision flags every shift without bothering to check if it's harmless. And don't get me started on your gadgets, those pings and flashes. They're interpreted as glowing eyes in the bushes, keeping you on edge around the clock. It's like your mind's operating on firmware that's eons behind, throwing false alarms in a safe, lit-up office. No wonder modern life feels like a never-ending jump-scare movie. Your poor noggin's in perpetual survival mode, mistaking the mundane for mortal threats. Number 7. The non-stop adrenaline rush that wears you down. Visualize this. A massive predator's hot on your heels. Your system pumps out a cocktail of hormones, supercharging your strength, sharpening your focus, and prepping you to bolt like a gazelle. Moments later, you're safe, and everything dials back to chill. Genius design for quick escapes, huh? But here's the kicker: your physiology can't differentiate between that beastly chase and a looming deadline at work. It unleashes the same flood of stress juices for a boardroom pitch as it would for evading Jaws. The difference? Fleeing a threat wraps up fast, but modern stressors drag on, leaving you marinating in cortisol for hours. It's akin to revving your car's engine to the red line while stuck in traffic. Nothing good comes of it. Your defenses take a hit. Immunity tanks, because why bother with a virus when death seems imminent? Digestion grinds to a halt. Who needs to process that sandwich if you're about to be the main course? And your thoughts? Fried to a crisp, making simple recall feel impossible. What once preserved life in bursts is now chipping away at your health, one prolonged panic at a time. Evolution's short-term fix has turned into a long-term foe. Number 6. Nighttime's natural lullaby, ruined by modern glow. Think about how dusk used to signal wind-down time for our forebears. As shadows lengthened, their brains would cue up melatonin, ushering in restful slumber under the stars. It was a seamless rhythm, syncing with the sun's cycle to keep everyone recharged for dawn's demands. Then along came artificial light, flipping the script entirely. Your late-night scroll through funny clips tricks your mind into thinking it's broad daylight time to gear up for action, not doze off. Those screens blast blue wavelengths that bulldoze through your closed lids, yelling rise and shine, even as the clock screams bedtime. It's not just us humans glitching. Wildlife's thrown off too, songbirds chirping at odd hours under street lamps, convinced it's morning already. This disruption isn't minor. Messed up rest patterns brew bigger issues like mood dips, weight gain, and serious health risks. A mechanism that flawlessly guided survival for ages is now backfiring, all thanks to our bright ideas. Who knew progress could dim our natural vibes so thoroughly? Number 5. Packing on reserves for a famine that never comes. Your body's like that overly cautious buddy who stocks up for every what-if scenario, tucking away calories as if scarcity's always around the corner. In ancient eras, this was a lifesaver. Extra padding meant bridging gaps when food vanished in harsh seasons. Studies show a couple of pounds could extend survival by days, turning stored energy into a vital buffer against starvation. Trouble is, in our era of endless takeout options, this hoarding habit hasn't updated. Indulge in a treat, and your system high-fives itself, stashing it away for emergencies. Governed by a web of genes honed over millennia, it's not about weak resolve when diets falter, it's battling instincts yelling, hold on to this or perish. You're essentially pitting your Beachbody goals against a blueprint screaming ice age ahead. No wonder shedding pounds feels like an uphill slog. Your frame's convinced it's safeguarding you, oblivious to the fridge full of options just steps away. Number 4. The irresistible pull of sugary temptations. Back in the wild, stumbling upon ripe, sweet fruits was like hitting the jackpot, a burst of quick fuel that spelled we're good for now. Your senses sharpened to zero in on that sweetness, guiding you to nature's rare energy boosts amid mostly bland eats. Cut to today, and this sugar-seeking drive is in overdrive, luring you toward treats that pack more punch than any berry bush ever could. That fizzy drink or candy bar? Your taste buds light up like fireworks, mistaking processed bliss for survival gold. Labs reveal sugar tweaks your neural pathways similarly to booze, sparking rewards without the regrets. Well, mostly. Resisting that dessert pull isn't just about discipline, it's defying eons of programming that equates sweet with safety. Your mind's still on alert for winter's famine, urging you to load up, ignoring that overdoing it courts modern woes like blood sugar spikes. It's a tasty trap, evolved for scarcity but thriving in abundance. Number 3. Spotting dangers where none exist. Ever flinched at a fluttering leaf, heart racing like it's a horror flick jump? That's your pattern-spotting prowess at work, evolved to flag perils in a flash. A twisty branch? Could be a viper, better err on caution's side. Those who overreacted dodged bites. The laid-back didn't last long. In our safer setup, this hyper-alertness conjures phantoms everywhere. Ominous shapes in the fog, lurking figures in dim rooms, or eerie noises in the quiet. Experts dub it pareidolia, fabricating threats to avoid missing real ones. That jacket draped oddly? Intruder alert. A whisper of wind? Monster incoming. Your mind favors endless false positives over one oversight. A strategy that worked when beasts roamed but now fuels needless anxiety. At midnight, when shadows play tricks, remember, it's antique code scanning for extinct tigers, not today's tame realities. Number 2. The urge to stockpile before the chill sets in. Why does a simple sale turn you into a cart-filling machine, emerging with stuff you'll never touch? Chalk it up to seasonal prep mode, where shorter days once meant gearing up for lean times. Hoarders outlasted winters. Minimalists froze out. Nowadays, this impulse fills closets with impulse buys, blind to next-day delivery. Dimmer light cues your brain to gather all, resulting in homes crammed like survival vaults. It's not greed. It's ancient wiring mistaking ads for omens of doom. This relic habit drains wallets and space, transforming living areas into exhibits of excess. Your garage? A testament to evolution's overzealous planning, prepping for blizzards in a world of convenience. Number 1. Your diet's sneaky saboteur, slowing things down. Topping our list. That frustrating slowdown when you trim calories. Your body's like a time capsule, reacting to less intake as full-blown crisis. In true famine eras, conserving energy was key, dialing back burn rates to stretch reserves, even cannibalizing muscle to save fuel. It confuses your healthy cutback with starvation, cranking hunger hormones and making you ravenous. Muscles fade first since they guzzle energy, like stripping a house for scraps. This preserved lives through shortages but now thwarts weight goals, leaving you hangry and stalled. Your lineage endured epochs so you could battle this boomerang effect. It's ironic. Survival smarts turning simple slim downs into epics. What a journey through our glitchy heritage. If this sparked some aha moments or chuckles, hit that like button and share with a friend who's always jumping at notifications. Who knows, it might save them from their own caveman brain meltdown. Catch you in the next one.